Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Musings, where we are listening for a message from the universe about going for our big dreams. And we are utilizing Alana Fairchild, Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck, as the conduit for said message to come through. And what do I mean by going for your big dreams? I mean, living your most authentic life, living what you know to be true for you, living into that light that you have, bringing that light to you and to the world. And, you know, yeah, just kind of like being you authentically, for real, for allowing your freak flag to fly and not worrying about what other people think about it, knowing that your people will show up when you authentically show up. And that's a process. That can be a process because we're so used to making sure that we fit in to whomever it is that surrounds us, because our human survival depends on the people. I mean, honestly, depends on somebody having your back, depends on, other people thinking you're good enough to take care of. Because if they don't, then you're out in the wilderness, right? Back in the day, you'd be out in the wilderness all by yourself. And, there's things we can defend against, and then there are things that we can't, that we need a pack for. And so when we find ourselves in a situation, we want to be in the pack so that we're safe, we're cared for, we're taken care of. If we fall injured, somebody's going to protect us so that we can take care of those who have fallen injured, right? It's this social construct. And when we don't really feel like we belong, we start pretending so that we do. And the thing is, we're not back in the cave days anymore, right? There's not certain little tribes that we have to align ourselves with. There are billions of us around. And we have the technology now to keep ourselves safe. And so we have the luxury in this point in time to explore, to find our pack, the pack that really resonates. And we do that by going out and doing what we love. And when we do what we love, we come in contact with other people who love that thing too. We come in contact with people who have similar mindsets, that have a similar dream. It may be a little different than yours, but it's a similar dream. When you start studying the stars and you go to an observatory, guess what? There are going to be other people that are studying the stars there too. And you get to nerd out with them, and you get to create a community about nerding out about the stars. If you love surfing and you go out onto the water, guess what? There are going to be a bunch of other people out there that love surfing too, because they're out on the surf. And you start to create a community there too. If you love digging for rocks, go out and dig for rocks. You're going to find people that like digging for rocks too. And you create the community. So that's the point of where we are now in our evolutionary history is that we get to go out, do what we do, and create our own communities. We don't have to rely on the community we were born into. We don't have to rely on the community in which we were educated. We don't have to rely on the community of the state we were in. We can move, right? And go find our community. We are even so lucky that we have this thing called the internet. And we can search out our community, or we can put out what we like doing and have that community find us. It's unprecedented. And that finding your community, finding your people, finding the people who enjoy what you enjoy so that you can fully live into that. That's amazing. That's amazing. And you deserve it. You deserve to be able to express yourself fully. So that's kind of what we're looking for, right? Is bringing you to the surface, that true you, not the one that keeps you safe over here, but the one that actually those people might look at and go, what? Yeah, let's find out who you are. What do you really like? What's that secret thing that you really love, but that you never share with anybody else because it's taboo, it's weird, it's funky, it's different, it's not within their realm of okayness. Yeah, you find your community. We're going to get into this. We're going to have a quick little meditation, then we'll pull the card and see what the message is today about going for our big dreams. And but before we do, I'd like to ask you to please hit like and subscribe on there on the buttons. And then there's a bell up there that will notify you when you go live next. No, when I go live next. Okay, we're a little bizarre there. Anyway, I don't know where my brain went there, but yeah, so it'll notify you when I go live next or I put new stuff on this channel. So, all right. So we're going to do a quick meditation, get in touch with our body, and then we'll pull a card. So, and in this meditation, you do not need to stay still. If you feel like moving, move. If not, then stay still. Whatever. Do what feels right for you. So take a deep breath in. This brings oxygen to your bloodstream. Let those yawns come out. And I like to close my eyes because I like the focus it gives me. I don't see the distractions around. So, and I just want you to get in touch with your body. Just feel your body. Just scan it, give it a good scan. And I want you to scan for the things that feel good. And I want you to give it some gratitude. Just thank you. Thank you for working. Thank you for doing the job. Thank you for me never having to think about that part. I appreciate you. Thank you for keeping me safe, keeping me and survive, helping me survive, moving me around all day. I appreciate you. And now for this next scan of the body, I want you to focus in on those areas that don't feel so good, those areas that have some pain, have some tension. Perhaps there's an injury or some dis-ease happening. And I want you to thank those areas too. Thank you. Thank you for fighting so hard, fighting enough to make me notice that there's something there, fighting against mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical harm that may be coming my way. Thank you. I appreciate you. And for those areas that are chronic tension, perhaps a chronic dis-ease, I want you to thank those areas for fighting for so long and perhaps bring a realization that that area, that space is fighting something that happened a long time ago. A situation, an incident, a person or a group of people, an environment in which you lived that required a certain way of being for your survival to ensure that you made it through. That could have been a 5-minute situation. That could have been a years long environment. And I want you to thank your body. I want you to thank you for making it through, for creating the boundaries, for creating the ways of being, for creating the physical protection so that you survived. And I want you to know that you're no longer in that situation. We are no longer in that environment. And we no longer need to react that way. We no longer need to hold that fight, that way of being. So we're not there anymore. We're in a different environment. We're around different people. Those things that happened are no longer happening. And it may take a while to get used to this idea that that tone of voice, that word that was said, that physical action that occurred, that person, it's not going to happen again. And even if it does happen again, we have the tools to navigate it. We have learned. We are strong. We are capable. And we are not that person anymore. We are not that scared 5-year-old, that scared 10-year-old, that scared and belligerent 15-year-old, that scared and think they know it all 20-year-old. We're not them anymore. We're here now, today. Strong, capable. And we can release those ways of being and trust that we are capable and able to learn new skills, be in new environments that are healthier, more loving, and supportive. And as your body is getting used to that idea, I want you to reach out into the earth, down deep into the center of the earth where that creative life force resides. That creative life force and energy that created everything around us. I want you to invite that energy in. And this is an energy that brings destruction of what no longer serves, clears it out of the way to make room for the new, to lay the slate, to create something bigger and better, to use those materials, those experiences, those ways of being, to create something new, bigger, better, more loving. And as that energy rises up into your body through your feet, your ankles, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, up your spine, into your chest, to your shoulders, out your arms, up your neck, into your head. It swirls around and clears out what no longer is working. It brings healing. It brings life. It brings creativity into your body, into every cell of your body, pushing out what no longer works, creating a space of health and well-being. And connecting to your heart center. That place where there are boundaries that you have placed. And you see those boundaries and you see the energy flowing in through those boundaries with ease because it's safe and loving. And you notice a light coming from behind those boundaries. So you follow that energy, that creative life force energy, into and beyond these boundaries that you have set, noting which ones no longer serve, noting which ones are absolutely doing their job and keeping you safe in today's environment. And you notice this glow and this beautiful light. And as you are following this creative life force energy into the center, as you step over that very first boundary that you ever set, you step into that light. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's warm. And that creative energy flows in and adds to that light. And that light is you. That light is your divine spark. It's your gift to this world. And that earth energy says, yes, let's play. Let's bring this gift to the world. Let's build what we need to allow you to shine. And now we reach out into the sky, into the galaxy, into the universe, to the cosmos, into the quantum, into that place of all knowledge and all connection. And invite that energy back into your body with intention, down through your mind, into your neck, into your shoulder, oh, down your arms, down your spine, bringing healing, pushing out all that no longer serves, connecting knowledge into your torso, into your hips, into your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet, swirling, connecting all the cells in your body, and connecting to your heart center, laying out the path before you, knowing that all the knowledge you need is right there, ready at the tip of your fingers. The tools to navigate this path are there. The tools to get through any obstacles are there. The connections, the people, the places, the things. You see those connection points and know that they will be there at the right time with the right gift, just as you are their connections at the right time with the right gift, so that we all walk on our path forward. And as you step on that path for the first time, for the next time, and commit yourself to this life of authenticity, to bringing this divine spark forward, to shining your light, you thank these energies, your divine spark, the earth, creative life force, and the universal quantum knowledge and connection. Thank you for giving me all the tools, all the experiences, all the ways of being to help me survive and share this light. Oh, bright blessings. Amen. So ought it be. Word for today is against the grain. We had this yesterday. I had it twice yesterday because I had a group that I was in. Against the grain. This is a strong message coming through, I think. Or we had it the day before, yes, whatever it was. It was really recently that we had this card. Against the grain. Big message coming through. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides in even the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to the world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, or conventional, not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. This oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy. Through art and literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with the particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in a flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars. That is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you're not. If this has happened or is threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth, not with the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for our world. Against the grain. Let's do the healing process. Close your eyes and relax, and take 7 deep breaths in and out as you bring your awareness into your body and the space that exists within your body. Here we go. When you are relaxed, imagine, sense, or perceive a winding river of golden light that starts below your feet. Sense it gathering there as a pool of liquid golden energy. It has an intelligence of its own, and it winds its way into beautiful patterns before you, flowing with grace and playfulness. This river of light symbolizes your life journey. Just notice it and enjoy it. See that your life journey is unique. Mm. You may focus on your own river of life, or expand your awareness to sense the rivers of light that represent the journeys of those around you. You may see, sense, or feel that their paths are unique to them also. No one has the exact same journey to take, even though we are all heading towards the one destination of absolute love. Say the following out loud. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love and as an invitation for others to be open to life. So be it. When you are ready, open your eyes and sit quietly with your hand on your heart for a moment. You have completed your healing process. It's kind of like what I was talking about earlier is going against the grain, like doing what you know to be true for you, finding your right fit people, your community, your society, people, your tribe, right? And just continuing to seek that out by being true and honest to yourself. And if you need some support in that, in navigating the shift storms that come with that, because they do, like the things are going to shift and storms are going to happen. And if you need some assistance, that's not a bad thing. If you want some support, you want to test a new community, I'm having a call tomorrow, Sunday, February 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern. And it's called the Big Dream Wake Up Call. And it's about diving into your divine spark, your truth, your gift to this world, to get some clarity around it and see what that big dream is. And getting to know it better. And maybe seeing some steps that you can take to start to move forward in that direction, to start to stay true to who you are. I would love to see you there. I would love to get to know your big dream a little more. I would love for you to get to know your big dream more and know that this is a safe journey. Stuff will happen. Like I said, there are shift storms. Take the F out. You get it. It's going to happen because when you shift, the world shifts. And the people around you have to shift as well. So there are ways of navigating that. And sometimes you need some support so that you don't go back. It's your life. It's your big dream. There's a link in the description below, and I hope to see you tomorrow at the call. Because it's time to go against the grain. It's time to go with your truth, knowing. With that, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and you'll fuck the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I will see you tomorrow.